In 2024, HEPI surveyed 1,041 undergraduate students about their usage of AI. 66% of them said that they use AI in some form or another. They repeated the same exact survey this year in 2025, and this time, 92% of the students said they use AI now. So in just the span of a single year, the number of students using AI went from 66% to 92%. That just shows you how fast AI is expanding, and if you don't use it now, you're going to be missing out. Firstly, you got to understand that almost everybody has access to AI nowadays, so you simply just typing in something for ChatGPT to explain to you won't magically get you ahead of others. You really need to learn how the top 1% students actually use AI, and that's what we're going to be discussing in today's video. 3 ways that the top 1% students use AI. Now with that being said, let's dive in straight to point number 1, which is to use AI to solve any doubts. Let's be honest, back in our parents' age, or even our age, when like a couple of years ago, when we didn't understand something, we didn't have, we couldn't go on YouTube or something. That was just an unheard concept at that time. What we used to do is go to teachers or like an elder who could explain it to us, or even our friends who knew more than us. While that human touch is still very important, instead of annoying your friends about every small thing or small doubt that you have, you can just ask it to ChatGPT or Perplexity or whatever platform of AI that you use, instead of annoying your friends. The best thing that I see with using AI is no matter how many times that you don't understand something, instead of instead of annoying the other person saying, can you please explain it to me again, you can just ask AI once. And if you don't understand it, you can ask it to rephrase in a better way, ask it for more clarity on a specific thing that you don't understand. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you can ask ChatGPT, Perplexity, or whatever that you're using, as many questions as you want, and it won't get annoyed. Instead, it will, if only, it will go into more detail so that you can understand better. Now, if you truly want to maximize the answers that you get out of AI, learn how to write prompts. Prompt basically decides the quality of the answer that AI is going to give you. So for example, if I don't understand anything, I could either just write into ChatGPT that, oh, can you please explain this to me, or can you summarize this for me? But if I wanted to go get a better answer out of it or go into more detail, I could, give it something more clarity, such as I can say, can you please explain this particular point in this, and then ask me some questions. I'll give you an example later on in this video as well. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the better your prompt is, the better the answer that you're going to get out of AI, and it's just happy days for everyone. Now let's move on to point number 2, which is using AI as your personal assistant. Time is an asset, and I've said this almost in every single video that I make, that time is very important. Time flies by and you won't even know what happened. So it is a big asset that we need to personally take care of a lot. And what better way to use AI than to literally turn it into your personal assistant? You can ask it to make a customized study schedule that is basically tailored to your needs. And for example, you can mention stuff like syllabus, exam dates, and your energy levels as well. And it, based off whatever you tell it, is going to make a schedule that is perfectly suited for you. And at the end of each week, you can basically tell AI that, oh, this is what I accomplished last week, this is what I want to accomplish next week. And when it starts understanding you a bit better, it can make a better study schedule that is perfectly tailored to your needs. So just be concise and tell it the specifics of whatever you're trying to look for, and let it do the rest. Another way that you can use AI is someone that you ask opinions from. So for example, if you're stuck in a dilemma and you don't understand, oh, should I do this, should I do this, you can put your dilemma into ChatGPT and ask it to give a suggestion. Of course, you don't have to follow it, basically, because if you start doing this for every small thing that you do, then you're going to see consequences in the future. But if you're stuck in a big dilemma, just put it into ChatGPT. You don't have to follow whatever it says. You can just take a look at what its advice is and what its recommendation is to you, and if that makes sense to you, then go ahead. And if it makes you realize that, oh, this is not what I want to do, then you go with the other. But you can also use it as someone to ask opinions from. I've done that before, and it really does help as well. Oh yeah, the way I use ChatGPT in this way is basically when I'm recording YouTube videos, I ask it like, is this title idea better? Is this title idea better? Is this thumbnail better? Is this thumbnail better? And all of that. So, a lot of this video is also going to be used by AI in terms of scripts, the thumbnails, the title. I use AI for pretty much a lot of the content creation stuff because first of all, it saves me time and it's just effective. Now, the third way that you can use AI is basically by saving time through summarization. Let's face it, sometimes you come home from school and you're extremely exhausted or tired, and you just can't be asked to, open a textbook and read 10 to 15 pages in one go. It just doesn't make sense, and because you're so tired. That is where you can use AI, and more specifically summarization with AI. All you have to do is upload the course material, whether that's a PowerPoint or PDF or like a textbook, and let AI do its job. It's going to, tell it to summarize this page, and I'll come to the prompting bit in a bit as well. But all you have to do is prompt, ask it to summarize it, and it will give you a clear-cut summarization. Now, coming back to prompting, if you wanted AI to summarize something from you, you can of course write, oh, summarize pages 10 to 15 for me, but it won't give you a good enough answer. The way I would personally prompt a thing such as, summarize 10 to 15 pages is like this. Summarize pages 10 to 15 of this textbook. Focus on key concepts, definitions, examples, and how they connect. Then give me 5 flashcards, 3 quiz questions, and explain any difficult terms in simpler language. Assume I'm a student trying to deeply understand and memorize this for an exam. If you use the second prompt over the first one, I promise you the quality of the answer that you get out of AI is going to be much, much, much better than the first one, just because you simplified it, you told it exactly what you need when it's summarizing, and you also ask for some questions which you can end up answering and then putting it back into asking ChatGPT, oh, is my answer correct? And it will give you an answer based on that as well. So all in all, the second prompt is so much better than the first one. And again, as I said, prompting is one of the biggest things that you need to learn when it comes to AI, because of course you can just write a simple sentence, but if you write a detailed paragraph of exactly what you need, it will give you a 10 times better answer. So trust me, start learning how to prompt. As I said in the start as well, that AI is here to stay. No matter what you do, AI is here, so you might as well use it. And trust me, one of the biggest mistakes, and I've said this in a previous video as well, is that I did not use AI during my A-levels or even GCSEs. I used it a bit, but not to the extent that I wanted it to. And had I used it, I could have probably gotten a much better grade as well. So that is probably one of my biggest regrets when it comes to A-levels, is not using AI enough. And I made a video on it as well. You can check it out over here. So yeah, because any doubts I had, I would go to a friend or a teacher, and I didn't have to do that. I could simply just search it on ChatGPT or whatever it may be and get an answer much more quicker and without annoying the other person as well. So it is that simple. All you have to do is type in whatever doubts you have with AI and learn to use it properly as well. There are tons of videos out there that teach you how to use AI more effectively as a student, so I would recommend that you go and check them out as well. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel, as it really does help. And I'll see you with another video extremely soon. Take care, and check out 2 of these videos right over here. I'll see you with another video very soon. Take care and goodbye.